Newer traders are looking for ways to increase their profitability more quickly. Our guest is here to talk to us about that, Mike Toma. Mike, thanks for being here.
Hi, Tim.
Well, newer traders are looking for ways to quicken that learning curve, to get to that profitability faster. Do you have some tips for them?
Yeah, sure. The first tip is really what not to do, is not to really expect or even find and search for the Holy Grail. It really doesn't exist, and please let me know if it does. I'd love to hear about it. But really, the one thing I find the big difference in the traders that really have reduced their learning curve and the ones that it takes a long time, and maybe some that just never get successful, is I think it's a psychology of how they approach this business. It's really not about setups, Tim. It's about taking this opportunity and going all in as far as education, knowledge, learning the aspects of discipline, and also trader psychology. More specifically, I really recommend one either has a support group, whether it's a spouse, family member, friend, a fellow trader, or even a coach. That will help a lot. But really, the first thing I want to see in a trader that really wants to reduce that learning curve is, are they treating this like a business? I see a lot of traders who go and they think it's about pushing buttons, buys and sells, and really executing setups. That's part of it. But really, it's really considering this a business, being prepared for the evils that come with this business, and ready to face the discipline and knowledge that they know will get them to that next level.
All right, so there's a ton of courses out there, millions of different trading methods, thousands of indicators. If I'm just starting out and I'm trying to figure out what works for me, how do I do that and get through all those to find that thing that works for me best quickly?
It's the biggest challenge as a trader, especially in the early stage. They're usually dealing with bankrolls that maybe are sufficient to trade, but not necessarily maybe can provide a lifestyle that they really want to be in. What they really need to do is to have a development plan. Say, okay, this is even before the trading plan even gets constructed. What do I want to accomplish here? And understand that this does take time. 90% of the people in this business really don't make it to that next level. So they have to understand that they're dealing with the levels of success in a business such as, say, a restaurant in New York City, where 90% failure rate occurs a lot of the time. So they have to sort of understand and accept that risk that they're taking. But really, what can they do to get to that next level is really about knowledge, learning, talking to other traders. The Traders Expo is a great venue for things like that. Some of the best traders are, like you always say, Tim, it's not really being interviewed like myself. It's the guys sitting in the room. They have some great ideas, and you develop your setups that way. You develop what you're most comfortable with, and then once you get to that point, you can start at a simulation level or even a one contract level, and again, build your business. Don't put all your money into these setups that it's going to kill you in 3 or 4 days. Start slow, but really understand the knowledge and understand what you're getting into, the business. I want to see dedication in this business. Is it
first, should I pick the market, say I want to trade the E-mini or I want to be a stock trader, or does the market tell me what I should be trading?
I think the market should tell you. I have fellow traders that I work with who trade gold and some of the exotics. I'm not that kind of person. I really don't. I would never be that type of thing with the volatility in certain metals markets. But that doesn't mean it's not right for them. So what I really suggest in the beginning is the ES is a great way to start, the S&P futures, but there are other great markets out there, especially ones with liquidity. Try them, sample them, get to know what's more comfortable for you, and then before you even start applying money into them, think about how you're going to approach each setup, what type of plan that you want to do it, and then let really the results determine your fate in which type of market you trade. If you're doing really well in the S&P 500, why would you even want to consider precious metals?
Mike, thanks for your time.
Always a pleasure, Tim.